Hey everyone, Miss Ngali here. This is part 1 of our screencast for chapter 8. So when you're done watching this, you need to go listen to the audio and then watch part 2. And we're going to start with our quick write for today. What do you do when you are faced with problems in your life? And then the second part of this is how do you feel when you can't solve the problem on your own? So you can go ahead and pause and record your thinking on this page in your packet. When you're done, you can go back to the video. I do just want to remind you that these checklists are here for you to use so that you can keep track of the work that you need to do for this chapter, the stuff that you have to do and the stuff that you can do. And now we're going to go into the vocabulary portion of this lesson. So there are 3 words today. The first word is civilization, an advanced society or groups of people in an organized manner. We learned about ancient civilizations in 6th grade. So I put some GIFs and pictures you can see here of ancient civilizations. And my example is that during our unit on ancient Egypt, we learned about pyramids, mummies, pharaohs, all of the really interesting cultural parts of that civilization. But civilizations don't have to be ancient. They can also be modern. And I did some research on civilizations to share with you because it's such a big concept. So what makes a civilization different from just a city or a town is that they're already so established that they're not worried about basic survival anymore. So civilization is a little bit more advanced because they already have farming figured out. They don't have to worry about where their food is coming from. They typically are near a river, so they don't have to worry about water or shelter. Because of all of those things, they can focus on advancing their society because they can focus on science, technology, art, building a strong government, learning about medicine, doing things for fun. So it helps them to focus on building the culture of their people rather than just focusing about survival. The next word is vibrations, and this is defined as quick movements that cause shaking. So when an object vibrates, it causes movement in the air particles, and you can see here that sound is a type of energy made by vibrations. So when this dog is barking, his vocal cords are shaking because air is passing through them, and he's using muscles to contract his throat and make him shake. And then that sound travels out through sound waves, the air that's being pushed through, until it reaches this woman. And then she has special muscles in her ears that help her, and organs in her ears to help her hear the sound waves. But it's pretty cool. Sound and music are vibrations happening in the air. So you can see vibrations can also be physical. They can pass through objects. So this drum cymbal is being hit. When force is applied to it, the vibrations travel through it, and you can see it kind of wobble. In the chapter, they're going to use this word as the family is sitting in the car. Dad is going to be playing some music, and it's so loud that it's vibrating the car. So I know I've experienced that. I'm sure you have too. When you're sitting in the car and someone's playing music so loud that the windows are shaking or the seats are shaking, that's because there are sound waves going through the car that are passing through those objects. I think the science of that's pretty cool. Okay, and then the third word is interpretations, and this is the action of explaining the meaning of something. So you can see in the GIF here, Kronk is confused by the interpretations that he has of this map. Something's not adding up to him. He's saying the way that this is being explained is not correct. My example here is that Max and Brooke had different interpretations or explanations of what happened out at recess. This word we can also think of kind of like translating. So that's why I put NRV, because this can also kind of be used as a verb if we just change the ending, to interpreting or interpret as the root. So that could be like translating or making sense of what you're hearing. And the last thing that we're going to do in this video before you start listening to the audio for the chapter is we're going to get some background information on the story. So we're going to listen to Mama's favorite song and Kenny's favorite song. In the story, Dad is going to purchase a record player for his car. So this is obviously before we could just have radios or connect our iPhones through Bluetooth in cars. So you had an actual record player, and you would get a vinyl record and then put it on this turntable, put this little needle down on it, and it spins. So you can imagine how bulky that is in a car. But in the book, they refer to this system for playing music as the Ultra Glide. And so we're going to listen to the songs that they play on their Ultra Glide in their brown bomber, which is the car that you can see here that the family has been, well, at least Dad has been working on throughout the book. So Mama's favorite song is a classic. It is called Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. So I'm going to play a clip of that for you now.
Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk.
And then Kenny's favorite song is called Yakety Yak by the Coasters. So let's listen to a little bit of that.
And the trash. Oh, you don't get no spending cash if you don't scrub that kitchen floor. You ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Just finish cleaning up your room. Let's see that dust fly with that broom. Get all that garbage out of sight. Oh, you don't go out Friday night. Yakety yak. Don't talk back. You just put on.
So if you want, you can go find those on YouTube and listen to them all day long. But we are going to stop this screencast here. Go listen to the audio for chapter 8, and then I'll see you in part 2.